Happy 4th of July! And in the United States, we celebrate this as a day of independence. Yes! And so I love to take a whole new twist on this idea of independence, about freedom, about liberation. And how is it that we can set ourselves free? So, where is it in your life that you feel like you're still being held back from expressing yourself in all of your magnificence and divinity? Where is that? And can you liberate yourself from that place today? And then I also think about things that are one of the things I've been contemplating is like, what are the things in my life that I have difficulty letting go of, like addictions. So recently, I was around a drum circle, and there were many beautiful women there, and it was right at the time of the summer solstice. And we were holding this intention for releasing at this time of the year, releasing things that were no longer serving us or things that we wanted to transform in the coming half of the remaining 2024. And I started thinking about like, what is it, like that I really truly want to let go of? Started like looking inside of myself and my life. And what I found it to be was like these things that are addictions. They're the moments where my mind gets challenged with a thought, right? And it's sometimes a thought that doesn't serve me. So one of my addictions that I was releasing that night was my addiction to sugar or to food or to, let's see, I guess maybe sugar. Sugar would be it. Because sugar comes in many forms. It's not just like the granulated sugar out of your cabinet. Sugar comes in the form of blood glucose in your body, right? Some things convert to sugar as soon as you eat them, like potatoes and stuff like that. Right? So rice. So there are some kinds of carbohydrates that convert into sugar. And so I was just thinking about my addictions to sugars and how it doesn't serve me, and how even just a slight modification in my diet and bringing an awareness to that can liberate me from these feelings of always, wanting to snack on something sweet or craving, like even peas, are a starch. So they're even sugar. And one of my favorite, like this is one of my nurture meals. You know how you have one of those things that you eat that's like a comfort food for you? One of my comfort foods is mashed potatoes and peas. Sugar, 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 sugar. So I was thinking, wow, what are some of the things that I could be liberated from? What are some of the habits that I would like to transform in my life? What are some of the things that I can let go of? So on this 4th of July, I like to think about how I can liberate myself or how I can free myself, right, from some of the things that maybe I struggle with, like choosing foods that don't necessarily serve me. Right. And so the more that I learn about these things, and that's the power of knowledge, the more that you learn about these things, the more knowledge you have in these areas, the better choices you're going to make. So I have to say, I have been an avid coffee drinker for my whole life. Right. I've drank coffee my whole life. Now, at this stage in my life, I drink decaf. And I just buy the highest quality decaf that I can find. I order it on the internet and I have it sent to my home. And I love strong coffee. So this coffee is perfect for me. And I have finally, in the 50 some odd years that I've been drinking coffee, I've finally been able to come to a place where I can drink my coffee without any added sweetener. Now, that was a huge challenge for me because there was a time in my 20s and 30s where I used to carry a pair of small scissors in my purse so that I could cut the tops of sugar packets for when I was having coffee out and about. I could get my sugar. I wouldn't have to sit there and just tear, all of these coffee packets open, sugar packets open. So paying attention, to the things that are addictive. So I have other addictive things now. These are a little bit more subtle, you know. like when I'm intending to do a YouTube post, and then I find things to distract me. Like, oh, this needs to be straightened up over here. Oh, I need to go do a load of laundry. Oh, or, you know, something. I'll find some way to distract myself. Right? And so, like, that is a habit that I'm very aware of now because I'm paying attention to it. But that habit, in my awareness of it, now I'm able to say to the distractions, oh no, the most important thing that I do right now is my video. The most important thing. All those other little things can wait, right? But somehow I have this little distraction going on in my brain and I distract myself. So I'm like, oh, shiny thing, or oh, look at that, right? And I have to confess, I do have ADHD. I've been diagnosed with it. Let me see. I don't know if I want to claim that. However, I have, let's say, ADHD tendencies. I was diagnosed with it. However, I'm going to be careful to say that um, I don't want to claim things, right? So I'm just paying attention to my languaging, right? Because everything that we say is so important because we are creating with our words. Right? And so then there's something that I've learned about, like the feelings in my bodies and things like that, like making sure that I'm paying attention, I'm becoming very, very aware, but I'm not like claiming things that maybe that I haven't verified within my own being. Right. So it's just like paying attention, so really paying attention to my distractions, paying attention to the things that call me away from the important things. How can I make a difference in that area in my life? Is I can sit down and I can structure out my day and I can line everything up so that I know that I have these things to keep track of. I think, in fact, I'm absolutely positive and sure that I've shared on my channel the daily sheet. And actually, in the video where I'm sharing the daily sheet, I think it's a download so that you can download your own daily sheet. And this is just a way for you to kind of like keep on top of your priorities for the day. Like your big three. What are the big three things that you want to get done today that you're going to get done regardless, right? You're not going to go to bed until those three things are done. Right. And so, there are ways that you can come up with new solutions of how to navigate around some of your habits, your addictions, your, things that you just kind of patterns that you've established in your own life. So today on the 4th of July would be an awesome day to just kind of think about what can I liberate myself from? Maybe you have like thoughts that don't serve you, and you're going to liberate yourself from those thoughts, right? So, one way to help to liberate yourself is to do the affirmations. And Bob Baker, my husband, has a wonderful affirmations channel here on YouTube. You probably already know that. And you can always one of the things that we can do is we can let go of some of the mental chatter that we have in our mind that's not serving us. So much of that. So on this Independence Day, on this day of liberation, I invite you to consider what is it that you can free yourself from. Maybe just pick one thing. Like if I were to free myself from one thing that would have the greatest impact on my life, just one thing, if I were just to focus my attention on that one thing, what would that be? What would that be? What could you liberate yourself from? Right? What could you get free from? How could you declare your independence? Yeah. And really stand in your own power. And I want to say hi, Debbie. Hi, Andy. Hi, Pamela. So good to see you guys here. Happy Independence Day. Happy celebration. Right. So it's a good day. It's a good day to kind of really tap into liberation, freedom. Where is freedom desiring to be expressed in your own life? And yeah, tap into those things and today would be a great day to liberate yourself and set yourself free. All right, I don't have any fireworks or any sparklers or anything, but you know, it's all perfect. Well, go and have an amazing day. I love you. And I look forward to sharing with you again. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do another video here in just a minute because I want to share something that's totally off topic about what I've just shared with you now. And just to keep the consistency and the flow of everything going, I want to stick with this topic of, we can find independence today. We can find liberation today within our own being. And there are some things that we can do that we can be mindful of. And believe it or not, when you begin to implement these things in your life just gets so much better. You get so much happier. Everything seems to just move smooth in your life. There seems to be a flow and, a grace and ease that flows in your life, right? When you start like healing these aspects, becoming aware of some of the things that aren't serving you, and just, moving beyond all that. So enjoy the 4th, sending my love to you wherever you are, and I'll see you again real soon. Be loved, beloved. Bye for now. Oh, here we go.